Welcome to Conversations. I'm Suresh Kocharlu. The Congress does not trust the EVM anymore, at least when they lose. And that's exactly what the Supreme Court had talked about the other day, when it dismissed a petition asking for the return of ballot papers. In fact, the Congress has a problem because they were the ones who brought in EVMs in the first place. But why is it that they don't trust the people's mandate? One saw Sanjay Raut of the Shiv Sena Uddhav Thackeray group talking about the fact that how can people of Maharashtra do this to us? We are sure that they will not do it to us. As they say in Hindi, किसी का ठेका ले रखा है क्या? Have you taken a contract? Have people told you that they will not vote for BJP or the Mahayuti alliance? This is the ridiculous thing. And now Mallikarjun Kharge, who is the president of the party, an elected member in the parliament, is now threatening action against the election commission. There are numerous trolls that are running against the election commission. There are videos, unsubstantiated videos being run saying EVMs can be hacked. This is a very old story being repeated again. The problem is the Congress wants to go back to those days when they could rig the polls. They could do anything. And that is what we used to see, the lawless North Indian states, especially where rigging was rampant during the ballot paper days. The problem is very simple. The Congress should first introspect. Why did we lose? Or why did they lose? Especially Haryana and Maharashtra. Haryana was a very clear political message that if you ally with a particular community, and Congress did that deliberately, they went with Huda and the Jat community, and the entire non-Jat community got together and voted against the Congress. That is why the Congress cannot stomach it, because they were supposed to win that election. BJP was nowhere in the picture in Haryana. But we all know that opinion polls and exit polls don't matter anymore. We saw again that with Maharashtra, where everybody and anybody, every political analyst from Yogendra Yadav to guy on the street, were talking about, oh, it's all done and dusted. It's only a question of how many seats for the Mahavikas Aghadi. But when the final results came, what happened? We saw a washout. We saw BJP and its allies walking towards almost a two-thirds majority. BJP itself is getting 130 plus odd seats. The EVM debate is very old. It's very clear. When they won Telangana, Congress had no problem with EVMs. When Modi government did not get to 400 par, Modi government had no problems with EVM. They could have cried, fall, but they did not. They accepted the result. That is the maturity of a political party. You accept defeat. Doesn't matter. It happens in sports too. You win some, you lose some. Doesn't matter. But you should sit back and analyze. In Maharashtra, they did the same thing. The Congress made a mistake. They were overconfident. They were sure Shinde was going. They were sure that Fadnavis was not making it. They were sure Ajit Pawar would get demolished. But in Maharashtra, there was a difference, unlike Haryana. There were two parties trying to prove their existence, trying to prove that they were original. You have Uddhav Thackeray on one side with his brand of Shiv Sena. We had Shinde on the other side with his own brand of Shiv Sena. Finally, we know what happened. Shinde got more seats than entire Mahavikas Aghadi put together. So that issue is settled. So who is Shiv Sena? Original is not taken for granted. The second was Ajit Pawar versus his uncle, Sharad Pawar. That too has been settled very cleanly. Pawar Senior has been decimated. But more importantly, what are the lessons from Maharashtra? And that Congress is something that Congress should introspect. It went against the Hindus. Shiv Sena lost, that is Uddhav Thackeray lost because he went and pandered to a Muslim community, wanting votes from them. And that upset the hardcore Shiv Senics themselves. Forget the voters, even the hardcore Shiv Senics, because they've been brought up on a diet by Balasaheb Thackeray, which was pro-Hindu, all the more. And here was his son, Uddhav Thackeray, going and pandering to the mullahs. And naturally, there would be a backfire. And that happened within his own party. That is exactly what Shinde didn't do. Shinde stayed on the lines. Ajit Pawar took care of the Muslim community, said, I have nothing to do with batenge to katenge. But then Modi ji said, ek hai to safe hai. So that was more of a neutral slogan. End of it, the Hindu community in Maharashtra solidified together, got together and voted against the Mahavikas Aghadi. And ladies and gentlemen, blaming EVMs for that, most ridiculous example, most ridiculous allegations by Rahul Gandhi to Mallikarjun Kharge. I mean, what do these guys think? That people of India are fools? That we don't see through their game? If you can't win an election, accept that you can't win it. Don't blame the EVMs when it's comfortable for you, as even the Supreme Court pointed out. You should have said when you won Telangana that the EVMs are all faulty, or even Karnataka for that matter. When Wayanad, Priyanka Gandhi won Wayanad with 4 lakh majority, oh, EVMs are perfectly fine there. Because that constituency is 95% Muslim. Okay, nothing will go wrong there. This is the problem. And in Maharashtra, the Congress sat on its laurels. The Congress, what I meant to the Mahavikas Aghadi, they thought we won the Lok Sabha elections. We won massive number of seats. They got hardly anything, the Mahavikas Aghadi. So here again we are going to win. But Lok Sabha elections and the assembly elections are totally two different cups of teas. I'll take an example of Nanded. In Nanded, the seat that is a bipole for the Lok Sabha was necessitated by the passing away of Congress leader. It is a Congress seat, by the way. What happened? Congress won the by-election this time. That's poll that was held along with the assembly elections. Congress won. So one side there was an EVM for Lok Sabha, and other side there was an EVM for the assembly. Congress won the Lok Sabha, lost all the seats in the assembly. Now is the voter a fool? The voter realizes that he or she is pressing a button here and pressing a different button there. If there was an EVM malfunction, it should have been on both sides. And time and again, the Election Commission has challenged, and finally I'm glad they're taking action. They should file criminal cases. They should actually de-recognize Congress party and others who are making this baseless allegation, because end of the day, it's a constitutional body. Please remember that. Backed by the Supreme Court in its numerous judgments, the Election Commission should start filing criminal cases, not just criminal cases, issue notices to de-recognize these very parties. And once you do that, the likes of Mallikarjun Kharge and Rahul Gandhi holding up the constitution will stop talking about EVMs. They will still continue talking. There's no doubt about it, because at the end of the day, when they have failed, they need to have an excuse. Rahul Gandhi has lost election after election after election, but he doesn't get sacked, because who can sack him? He is the boss himself. The boss cannot sack himself. So he comes up with an allegation. And Mallikarjun Kharge says, we will take out an all India Bharat Jodo Yatras. Who cares? Who cares, Mr. Kharge? You are making a joke of yourself just to pander to that dynasty that's sitting on the other side, who has given the job to you. If you don't do what they do to tell you to dance, you have to dance. Otherwise, they will just simply sack you. That is all the loyalty to the dynasty. The likes of K.C. Venugopal and others are a joke on the party. People like him compared to Ahmed Patel before. Imagine, where is Ahmed Patel? Where is K.C. Venugopal? World apart. But then K.C. Venugopal doesn't get sacked. Rahul Gandhi doesn't get sacked. But he wants everybody else to resign, whoever was responsible for the results. What Mr. Rahul Gandhi and Mr. Kharge and rest of the Congress party needs to realize, EVMs are here to stay. You like it or not, accept and live with it, try and win elections. Don't bring conspiracy theories where none exist. And that is the most important thing. And for me, if you ask me, there should be a de-recognition of the Congress party. That's the first thing they should do. Maybe then the Samajwadi party and others. De-recognize them. Don't give them the symbol. Say that since you don't believe in this election, don't contest from now onwards. Simple as that. Thank you for watching. Jai Hind.